All right. Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and in today's video, we're going over the weekly vendor armor refresh and going over which armor pieces are S tier and definitely worth getting. Okay, first up, I'm on my Titan, and if you look at this helmet here, this helmet doesn't look like the traditional god roll like I've mentioned, where you have the extremely high recovery. Now, this is still a good roll though. Let me tell you why. Because even though it doesn't have the highest recovery stat, all the stats that it does have are in excellent slots for your Titan. First up, it has 2 mobility, which is not a big deal. You don't want extremely high mobility. You want to have low mobility on a Titan so you can Titan skate as fast as possible. And missing out on discipline and strength can be a bit of a downer, but the trade-off is for 26 intellect. And right now, currently in the game, the Behemoth Super inside Crucible is by far the most devastating super, so having really high intellect is really strong and really advantageous for you. Along with that, having high resilience gives you Titan walls faster, so 17 resilience on this is definitely helpful, and 9 recovery is definitely a bit on the low side, but overall this is an S tier helmet and definitely worth getting. Just make sure that your other armor pieces, your gauntlet, your chest, your boots, etc., all have like really high recovery stats as well, because obviously you don't really want to be rocking low recovery in the Crucible or in PvE for that matter. So let me go ahead and grab this bad boy myself, because I will be wearing this helmet. And now we're going to hop over to the Hunter. All right, now that I'm on my Hunter, we're going to go to ZAVALA, and the helm he actually has some amazing stats. We got 19 recovery, 24 discipline, and 6 resilience. Now, with current Hunter builds inside the Crucible, what you're really looking for is high stats, and everything can be good. Mobility is great for movement and for getting your class ability back. Resilience is good because you need to have 5 resilience, so that way you don't get easily 3-tapped by 120s. Recovery is obviously really good. Discipline is great for stasis nades. Intellect is probably the weakest of all these stats because the Revenant Super is the weakest of the stasis supers, but still not too bad. And strength is amazing because you can throw those shurikens. So hunters really have it good, but overall, if you are rocking hunter, if there were 2 spots that you wanted to have low stats in, it would definitely be intellect and resilience. And conversely, the high stats you would want would be obviously recovery and discipline and strength. So you can throw all those stasis nades and shurikens and everything else. And so this is a really good helmet from ZAVALA. All right, and the last vendor that we're going to look at is SHAXX here. SHAXX has a gauntlet here with 26 discipline and a pair of boots that are pretty well overall stats. Now, to be upfront, neither of these are really S tier armor pieces. They're pretty good, probably A tier, just 1 tier below S tier, and they might be worth getting for you, especially if you want to run like high discipline builds, spamming stasis nades, etc. But overall, there just really weren't that many amazing armor pieces this week. In fact, there were so few amazing armor pieces that I even went on my Warlock and there was nothing I could find through all the vendors. So unfortunately for the Warlock mains out there, nothing great this week. Hopefully next week, but make sure to hop on the Titan and the Hunter and grab those pieces. That's a wrap for this video though. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.